been so long since I filmed. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neghin for those of you that are new, and for those of you that are returning, I miss you guys so much. Happy New Year, happy 2020. I can't believe it's a new year. I can't believe it's a new decade. I can't believe we're also halfway through the month of January. But here we are with the tutorial. I think I'm so excited and also nervous because I was like trying to film and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing because it's been so long. I think it's been since like October, maybe before. And those are like vlogs, so they don't even really count. But anyways, I've been really sick the past 5 days, which is scary because I am 7 months pregnant, but I haven't had a fever, which is the bright side. I've just had like a head cold, so the baby's fine, but I've been really unproductive. I've been cooped up in the house, and then yesterday I was like, you know what, I just need to leave the house. And it ended up not being necessarily the smartest choice because it did set me back today. I don't feel 100%, but I basically showed my face while I was like picking out my makeup to get ready, and then I obviously showed my face on camera after I was done getting ready, which in total, when I wasn't on camera and I wasn't talking, I think it took me under 10 minutes to completely do the look. So many people on Instagram, and this is all on Instagram, so if you're not following me there, make sure you follow me there. My name is @Neghin Adina on Instagram. I'll leave the little somewhere here. But yeah, follow me there. I basically just showed my face and everybody's like, oh wow, you look normal. Like, you looked like shit before, but now you look normal. And I was like, oh, thanks. But it's true, I really looked so crappy, so sick in the stories before, and then I ended up looking alive. And I also had a little more energy, kind of like how I do right now, because makeup just makes you feel good. It's fun and it's exciting and it makes you feel good. So that kind of came off on camera. Plus my skin and just my face looks healthier because there's now a glow and I look more awake. So it inspired me to do a makeup look for you guys. It's exactly the same, all the same products, all the same techniques. I talk you guys through it. It's a how to look, I was gonna say happy. It's a how to look healthy and awake when you're feeling sick and exhausted. So I should call the video that, so I think I'm going to. But anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbing and we're gonna roll on into this video. But yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next clip. Alright guys, this is what it looks like when you're sick and 7 months pregnant. It is not cute. I feel like I have something in my eye. Alright, let's try to like do something with this face. My eye's really bothering me, but I just put an eye drop, so it should be fine. Okay, let's start. So I'm gonna do literally exactly the makeup I did the other day when I just needed to get out the house, which I don't recommend doing when you're sick because you just get worse like I did today. Wow, it's been so long since I filmed a makeup tutorial for YouTube that I feel like really awkward right now. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and normally I just dig my finger in here, kind of warm it up with my hands and then press it in. But that day I went in with this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Complexion makeup brush, so that is what I'm gonna do today. But I am, instead of just dragging it, I am gonna like press it into my face with the brush, because that's the whole point. You want to just basically clog all those pores with primer. But it doesn't sound as bad as I'm making it sound. So just again, taking it throughout my face. This hair is like, God, I feel like I don't have a jawline anymore. It's kind of crazy. But here we are. We are doing it. You're gonna probably hear that a lot during the video. It's gross, I know, I'm sorry. But once you have the primer all up in your face, you're gonna go and try to brighten these under eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I use the shade light to medium. It's like a salmony pink color, and I'm using the other end of the Charlotte Tilbury brush, and I literally just take it in And then this I get right where the discoloration is. So, oh my god, that's the worst feeling in the world when you have to sneeze and it won't come out. And now my eyes are getting watery. Not cute. But basically I take this right up to the lash line and I blend it in, and this is gonna cancel out all that discoloration. I feel like I should zoom you guys in. Is that better? Can you guys see a little better? I don't know if you want to see a little better when I'm this sick, but we're doing it. And then whatever's left on the brush, I just bring up to my eyelids just to cancel out any darkness on my eyelids. So next up, I use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and this shade is Fawn. I don't know why I forgot that that's not a pull off, it's a twist off. And I actually just go in with my hands to blend this out, which is ironic that I use my primer with the blush and then this with my hands, but I kind of just draw it on like so. And then I'm using my hands and just draw this in. Now I know this is a lot darker than my face right now, but it does match my neck, and that's what's important. Make sure you bring it down to blend it with your neck. And it does match my ears too. Now that day that I did my makeup just to go out the house, I wasn't looking for like perfection. Like I wasn't looking to cover up every dark spot, every breakout, every this or that. I was just honestly looking to look alive and healthy and not sick. So that's kind of what this whole makeup look is about. It's just about making your skin look healthy, making you look more awake, and yeah, just making you not look like you're sick and tired, because nobody wants to be around someone who looks sick and tired, you know? I'm gonna go wash my hands really quickly and be right back. Next up, I'm gonna use my MAC Prep and Prime. This is like such an old school product. I'm using the Highlighter Light Boost, which is basically the yellowish color that they have, and I'm just highlighting my under eyes, and whatever is left over in that like 1-2 twist, I'm gonna put on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin, and a little bit right here. Even though I normally don't get red here, I do when I'm sick and I'm blowing my nose. So but most women actually do get red hair because of hormones. But I'm just putting that on. This will help, again, make you look more awake. So everything is either to make you look healthier, more awake, just not sick. This is a really light formula, so I actually just use my fingers to blend it in, whereas normally I would use a beauty blender to blend in my concealer. So this is like the one product I never really use a beauty blender for, because it's the one product I actually think the beauty blender will pick up excess product, just because it's such a thin formula. Not so much because of the sponge, but because of the actual formula. So the important thing with highlighter, whether it's a thin formula or a thick formula, is that you actually do not take it above your eye bone. I forgot what this bone is called, but the bone, like the eye bone underneath your eye, you do not want to take it above that until you're blending it in. So when you actually apply it, you apply it like right here. You do the V, but you take it across that bone. I need to do an informational video on that. It's actually one of the things I get asked about on Instagram, because I think my technique differs more than a lot of influencers, but it's a technique I picked up from like professional makeup artists, so that's why I do it that way. I don't know why my hands are like out and about. Like, hey, like literally, that's what happens when you don't film for a long time. You literally forget how to film. God, I am so sorry that I keep like trying to breathe. I'm sorry that I'm trying to breathe. but that's how it feels. And now I feel like I can't blow my nose because otherwise I'm gonna mess up everything that we did, especially because nothing's been set yet. Okay, now that I feel like that's blended in, I'm gonna set my under eyes really quickly. And this is also another very old school product. It's like in my Messy Z palette, but this is the MAC Emphasize powder. Emphasize, right? Yeah, Emphasize Pro Powder. Where's my brush? And I'm gonna take this like more of a dense brush. This is a Morphe E8. I'm gonna literally tap it in there. I'm not gonna get too much, but then I'm just gonna tap my under eyes with that. And this is just like a thin layer. It's bright. It's gonna make sure that thin formula doesn't get into our creases, because it doesn't really matter whether it's a thin formula or thick formula. It's gonna want to settle into your crease. And then just also a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, and my chin. I don't really care so much about setting that area because I'm gonna go in with another powder right now. So next, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier. This is their translucent powder, but this is the one with glow. So it literally says translucent loose setting powder glow. So get some on the cap. So it looks like that. It does have obviously more of a color than their normal translucent setting powder, and that's because this is like more of a glow. So taking a fluffy brush, this one is from Wet n Wild, it's a P60. Any fluffy brush will do. I take a little bit. I actually feel like I got too much in there because I like swirling my brush around. So I take a little bit on this. Normally I would swirl it in the cap, but I'm just kind of bouncing a little bit off. And then I tap everywhere. So this will help set the makeup. But because it's a glowy translucent setting powder, it, like, I don't know if you can tell already, it already has a glow. So the key to making yourself honestly look healthy and awake is to have a glow, because normally matte makeup will kind of drag down your face and make you look a little more tired, a little older. So stick with glowy products if you can. So I'm being really careful not to take it where we set the under eye, because I don't want like glowy products under my eye and like even bringing more attention than necessary under there. But I do take this like everywhere else, and it's just gonna give me such a beautiful glow, but it's gonna help set the face. And that's it. Next up, I'm gonna contour, but really just bronze with the Hoola Benefit bronzer. So now I'm going in with a matte product because we did put glow everywhere. If I'm gonna go in with a glowy bronzer, a glowy cheek, and all that, it's just gonna be way too much. So this helps my skin look glowy, and then everything else I'm gonna put on there is either a satin or a matte, and then the glowy translucent powder will kind of peek through and it'll make me look like I'm wearing very light makeup but just have really healthy glowing skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe R10 brush. It's dirty, don't judge me, but it looks like this. So just take that in, and then I'm gonna start kind of where I would normally contour. So you see that line, but now I'm kind of just blending that line out really messily and bronzing up the cheeks. And again, glowy tan skin will make you look healthy, because think about it, have you ever gone to the beach and saw like a tan person that has like glistening skin in the sun and thought like, oh, they look sick? No. Always blend down my neck and get my jawline, and then whatever's left on the brush, get my ears. Okay, while I'm doing my face, I'm just gonna actually finish my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Parte, I say it like that because it's spelled Parte, Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. So again, another random Wet n Wild brush. This is a P65. Dab it in there, and then with a smile, just gonna very lightly hit my cheekbones. So you see it like creates like a younger appearance. Almost like doll-like. And then again, I hit a little bit across my nose. I love doing this. I feel like I have a hair. Oh, I do. Okay. Face, I think, is done. I think that's all I did for my face. Right? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna go do my eyebrows off camera because I'm testing out a couple new products for an upcoming collab if I like them. Did I just show that? Excuse me. So I'm gonna go do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. And just like that, we are back. My ponytail is falling apart. Wasn't even a proper ponytail, but let's put it in a proper ponytail. It's getting hot in her. Okay. My desk is a mess and I don't know what's next. Eyeshadow. Alright, you guys, I kept it so simple that day. I literally used one shadow. It's Cornelious by Colourpop. I take this with this dense, shorter brush from Morphe E18. I swirl it around and I literally just buff this into my crease and my outer V. Normally I would use a really fluffy like blending brush for this stuff, but I feel like with the Colourpop shadows, because they're cream based, it's a lot easier with shorter, more dense brushes to pick up pigment. I noticed with my like fluffy blending brushes, it doesn't really pick up pigment from the Colourpop shadows. So that's just a tip if you love the Colourpop shadows. So I take this, blend it in, and then I take a little bit and I blend it in under my eye. So I know a lot of people are really nervous about blending shadow under their eye, whether they're sick or not, because they feel like it makes them look squinty or sick because it adds shadow under their eye. And I actually feel like it really does the exact opposite. When you add definition and color under your eye, it kind of opens up your eye. Now, this one obviously looks a lot bigger because there's no makeup on the top. But when you only put makeup on the top and you don't even it out on the bottom, it kind of actually gives a more squinty feel. So I just put ever so slightly under my under eye and I blend it out. And because you're using so little, it's not going to give off that like, you know, like Frankenstein like shadow where you feel sick. Repeat on the other eye. Same thing with your waterline. The way to make your eyes look more awake and make the whites actually look more white is to either use a cream or a white eyeliner in the bottom waterline. Now this is a trick that literally every actor and actress uses, and I say actor or actress because if you pay attention now when you watch like movies or TV shows, especially like daytime TV shows, the men always have eyeliner in the bottom like waterline. So just taking a nude and putting that ever so slightly in the waterline. It's hard to talk and do that at the same time. Now, I'm not sure if the camera will pick up the difference like between the two eyes with having this in one of them, but in person, I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference. You want a smoky, dramatic, smaller eye effect, use black or browns. You want a doll, open eye, like doll face kind of eyes, you use a cream or a white. I'm gonna do this on the other eye. Not sure if I mentioned, but this is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Honeydude. I was gonna say Honey Nude, but it's Honeydude. Okay, now that the eyeliner is on, I'm gonna put Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm actually only putting this on my top lashes. Again, because anything too dark on the bottom lash line is going to make you look basically like that you have smaller eyes. So the shadow kind of just balances out everything, but we're gonna leave it like completely bare other than that. definitely can't talk and do this at the same time. Let me pull up my mirror. That's what I keep looking down at, by the way, if you're curious. There's a mirror right there. Can you see that? Mascara. But it's okay, just let it sit. Gone over this before. You let it dry. I guess I'm starting to feel a little better. It's crazy what a little makeup can do to a person. I'm gonna go in with a second coat of mascara on the top lashes. I'm just kind of giving them a second to dry. I'm still not touching that blob of mascara that somehow fell on my cheek. Whoa. 2 layers of Better Than Sex mascara. And it might just be better than sex. You didn't hear that here. Just kidding. I don't know if I'm kidding. I'm grabbing a clean spoolie. Okay, clean spoolie that's been drying for a couple minutes now because I did 2 coats of mascara and I let it dry in between the 2 coats. So now that I think it's dry, I'm gonna take a clean spoolie. Make sure your spoolie is clean because there's nothing worse than having like a spoolie that's covered in like eyebrow crap and then you like drag it on your face. Just like that. Wish I was zoomed in for that. It literally just came right off. I talked about this in a past video. I know a lot of people love using Q-tips. I actually feel like Q-tips will take off your makeup, so I use a clean spoolie. I think there's only one more step before lips, and that is inner corner highlight. My favorite to use is the Kylie highlighters. I think that's what they're called. Whoa. What the hell did I just say? That's what I think they're called the Kylie lighters. But it's these highlighters from Kylie Cosmetics. And I'm taking that same exact brush that we used for our eyeshadow because it's short and dense and will literally plop product where you want. I didn't even add any onto the lid. I'm just taking whatever highlighter is there. And then just like this. I have to actually look in the mirror, so hold on one second. Okay. So literally just dab. See that? And I will obviously blend it out a little bit. So it's not like just a blob, but just like that. Again, light and glow will make you look happy and healthy and glowing. I don't know. It works for me. It makes me just feel like I look more awake. And you know what? For good measure, even though I didn't do this the other day, I'm gonna put a little bit on my Cupids though. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am dying to blow my nose. The struggle is real. Okay, and last but not least, lips. I'm gonna do a combo. I'm doing the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat Lip Liner from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna top it off with the Kylie Kylie Cosmetics Gloss in Koko. Okay, now this isn't not an old school product. I don't know what it is. Actually, the MAC products might be a little more old school, but you get the drift. Basically, I outline the lips and then I draw them in a little bit. It's my favorite lip liner. I use it on its own a lot. And then I'm just going to top it off with some gloss because again, the gloss, it just attracts light. It makes your lips look healthier and juicier. And who doesn't love a good gloss? And I love the pink shade. I haven't worn pinks in so long. And just like that, makeup is done. I'm going to go do something with this hair. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you how easy it is on camera. I'm gonna just do it with my hands, even though normally I would use a brush. But basically, I just bring my hair back like that. Grab some in a pony. This part should probably get straightened out, but I'll just tuck it behind my ears. Can't see what I'm really doing up here, but I'm just taking that same hairband, tying a high pony, and pulling it so it's a little tighter, pulling pieces of my hair to give it some volume, and then I'm going to take a piece of hair from right underneath. If you want this to look a little more neat, maybe I should zoom out. If you want this to look a little more neat, use a hairbrush, but whatever. And I'm wrapping that around the pony so you don't see the pony, and then you bobby pin it in, and boom. All right, guys, and that wraps up this makeup look on how to look awake, energized, healthy while you're sick and exhausted. So I did change into this really bright colored knit. I got this recently, actually, like 2 weeks ago. It was super affordable. I want to say it was around $50. So I will link it in the caption because it should still be available. And I do believe it comes in like 1 or 2 other colors. And I actually have one of the other colors, which is like a neon yellow, really cool. I sized up to large because I am carrying around a 7-month bump. But I do have the neon yellow in, I think, a size medium, because at that time I was like 4.5, 5 months pregnant. Anyways, it's super easy to do. I'm sorry if I sounded sick. I'm sorry if I was going a lot during the video. I was dying to blow my nose. I still haven't. I need to go do that now. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Stay healthy, don't get sick, drink a lot of water, and yeah, you know the drill. I love you guys so much, and I'm glad I'm back with another video. Now, fingers crossed I can stay consistent. Goal of 2020. Mwah, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish there was like another one, like and subscribe. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.